This video is sponsored by Gate.io. If you set an account up using the link in the description, you'll get 25% back on all your spot and futures fees for life. Gate.io. Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's get started then, shall we, on some of this price action. So there's not too much that needs to be said about it, but there is some hopium, I suppose. As you can see behind me, there's some bouncing going on. Things are in the green at this present moment in time. Let's first of all think about Bitcoin, because the traditional market stuff, the Forex, the domino effect sort of thing it's technically still in play. But as far as Bitcoin's concerned, looking at it on a 4-hourly here, which is the main thing. If we're going to look for continuation, we focus on this 4-hourly. What we see is rejections on this current portion of the bounce, which is a decent bounce. Again, another attempt at a V-shaped recovery on Bitcoin specifically. Altcoins slightly different, but Bitcoin definitely, and Ethereum pretty sweet as well. Yeah, we're struggling with this Bollinger Band center, right? This is where traditional markets are going to come in really, because Bitcoin on its own has done pretty well. And if we just look at something like the S&P, closed down, had a little bit of a bounce below the 200 exponential and simple 200 exponential and 50 exponential moving average, but getting a bounce on the 50 simple, which again is part of a golden cross retest. Moving averages on traditional markets like stocks, for the most part, definitely indices, because they're a slower mover. Simple moving averages often are better. We like exponentials because crypto's mad. It's completely mad. And so what I'm thinking is we're going to need American markets to open. Really, Forex can give us a clue in the interim, but American markets to open to see if they're going to get a bounce from that level. If they do get a bounce, Bitcoin really only needs to start to reclaim 24,500 on this 4-hourly to then actually complete this pure V-shaped recovery and then go on to a new local high. It would also complement the daily with the signal that we've been looking for these last few days, which was confirmed yesterday, which is the trend signal on the Ichi cloud. So blue cross red, simple stuff. It's the conversion baseline cross above the cloud with the cheeky span above price, and a golden cross on exponentials and simples. So we are looking for general continuation at this moment in time anyway. We're looking for a trend to begin at this level. I don't think just because the trend begins here that we're going to do hundreds of X's or hundreds of percents even just to go to new all-time highs or anything like that. That's not what it means. It would often mean that for altcoins, you know, if you get these signals, maybe not in this kind of setup, but similar to it. But we would be looking for a trend. Well, I am actually looking for a trend to begin. So the next leg up, and we've talked about it before, the beginning of the last bull market, what it looks like, and I'm hesitant to draw fractals, but we could be in this little area here. This could be the equivalent, not with, you know, percent wise, just with structure wise. Okay, so you know, we've rallied from the bottom to this level here. We've had a bit of a upset around this level. Will it, won't it, what's it going to do? And then it goes on for a Captain Noobmaster move to a pretty significant high where we will consolidate from, which is why we've leveled out these major areas, 32,000, sorry, and about 38,000, give or take. There's an intermediate zone around 28 as well, so rather than putting level by level each single one up there, I mean, I imagine if we move up to 28, we probably do see a reach up towards 32 anyway. So that's what a signal like this would generally mean. To be honest, it would, and I'm not particularly concerned about the state of the momentum on this one. The original V-shaped recovery that we got, where we bought that dip at 21,000, worked out pretty nicely. Looks like just a safe consolidation from that level, with money flow index moving up while we consolidate, which normally suggests breakout in price. But let's not get too overexcited, as we all know that traditional markets are going to help play a role for the further up or downside. Remember, we're looking for symmetry in all markets. If we want to see continuation, we want to see symmetry in all markets. And at the moment, you know, we closed down on everything. So Euro, S&P, gold even. Natural gas actually had a bit of a move. The hardest thing to trade in the world. The annoying thing about that is I actually did get a really good position, and I closed at 4% up. So Yeah, it peaked at about 9% yesterday. So, but I'm too scared to hold on to that for too long. So yeah, I'm not massively concerned about the way things look on the daily. I actually quite like them. It is basically a story of the 4-hourly is what we're looking for, and it's about reclaiming that 24,500. Closing above there on a 4-hourly should give us the all clear if traditional markets will start to bounce from this level, and there is a chance that they will because of that 50 simple portion of a golden cross retest. Gets a bounce from there, and again, we don't have to make new highs on the S&P. We just need to have a green day. So a quick look at the euro, currently completely unchanged, sitting around this flat level, 106. That's fine. If we do come down a little bit further to 105.4, which is where the 200 exponential sits at the moment, that is a further 0.65%. So we've got a lot of hidden bullish divergence on this chart, a lot of it. And again, you know, I've been saying for a while, wait for the pullback to get a retest of these deeper moving averages to see how bullish we really are. And if we get a bounce from here, then it'll be a bounce for the entire market. It'll be a perfect place for it to bounce for the euro, a decent place for it to bounce for the S&P as well. And Bitcoin can bounce wherever it wants because there's many supports below us. So yeah, looking pretty good. Let's have a quick finish off on altcoins now, just using the Bitcoin dominance chart. Still a very bullish chart. This is daily, so obviously we're looking for continuation on this chart. So this is why buying the dip primarily on Bitcoin was the key for me. And yeah, you can make little scalpy trades wherever you see fit, but when it comes to, you know, larger amounts going into anything, I always prefer Bitcoin in a scenario like this. This is a bullish chart. We should expect it to remain bullish until it starts to show signs of weakening. I don't see signs of weakening on here. Doesn't mean that altcoins are going to get I'm not going to make you any money. We can see behind me that lots of altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin on this bounce today. But what this generally refers to is where's best for the moment. You know, where's the better trade? Doesn't when it comes to risk. Then for me, like, trading is mostly about risk management. To be honest, obviously there's plenty of gains get made just from trading Bitcoin alone, and you can rotate into altcoins whenever you want. But it's about exposing yourself to unnecessary risk. And for me, I'm comfortable with the risk that Bitcoin offers, and less comfortable with the risk that altcoins offer at this stage. I like altcoins when they do, you know, lots of gains, you know, over 100% gains, and you're likely to get those sort of things at a rejection level on this chart. So the first area is all the way up here, it's 47 and 48. It doesn't mean that you're not going to make money from altcoins. Obviously, looking behind me, we can see that there is money to be made on altcoins, way more than Bitcoin. It's just exposing yourself to it. It's just the risk factor at the moment. And I like to use this chart, if anything, to determine the level of risk in altcoins rather than anything else. And at the moment, the risk level is still higher than that of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin does threaten to come down again at the moment. So let's just face it. Let's face facts. So that is the deal. Although things look quite good, we wait for American markets to open, and I think that we probably do trend up. But we are at that area on the 4-hourly, like I said. Now that does offer a rejection. Can it break above? Will it break above? We need the American markets. So that's basically it. There's not really much more to say about this chart. It's been a decent bounce so far, but it's not bounced enough to say continuation to a new local high is exactly going to be played. But again, we're talking 4-hourly here. The daily suggests further upside, generally speaking anyway. The 4-hourly will tell us if actually that is going to be cancelled out. But at the moment, I'm hopeful with the way that the S&P has found an area of significance where it can bounce from. It's also had 2 days down, and also the euro is still at that 106 horizontal support. Whether or not it comes down to the 200 exponential today or not is a different story. Either way, symmetry in markets are more or less in play. They are ever so slightly a little crooked when it comes to their supports, but it's not all that bad, you know. And again, yeah, I'm in favor of further upside, and I still hold on to my position from buying this dip down here. Right, that's it. Now, a couple of quick questions. Is it actually required for me to have this webcam on? Right, I know some people like it. I personally don't like it. But I'll do it if that's what's required of a YouTuber these days. Apparently it gets more views. I don't understand why. Because when I see, not that I watch my videos back, but I do have to, you know, put a pre-roll on there sometimes. So I do get exposed to my own video and I look at it and I'm like, oh. If, well, when they opened the sarcophagus of King Tutankhamun, that's what I imagine them seeing. I'm not a big fan of looking at my own face on a little video like this. Maybe I need some lighting. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what it is that other YouTubers do, but they look great, right? I'm not prepared to put all that effort in. And so I end up looking like this. Should I keep my webcam on or should I turn it off, right? You just let me know in the comments. And depending on how many people, it's like a poll, really. Should I do it or should I turn it off? I'm not bothered either way. It's you guys have the power to choose. I would prefer it off, but I appreciate if that's not the common thing. Everybody wants to. YouTubers like to be seen. I don't particularly want to be seen. There's no need to see my face, is there? There's really no need for it. But if you want to see it, you can have it. Right. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe and like and do whatever you want. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy.